hi there. I put a new newsletter article out on this company, Cardio Diagnostics. I originally found the company last summer. I found it for less than net cash. It's really cheap. It's a really small company too. There's a lot of risk because it's such a small company. But I like their the upside potential. I see value in their long-term prospects. They have an epigenetic test to predict coronary heart disease. Heart disease is the leading killer in America, and it's largely preventable if you detect it early. About 20% of heart disease risk is genetic, 80% is epigenetic. The gist of it is epigenetics is really important and is really useful in predicting cardiovascular disease. They have a test that's more sensitive than an exercise treadmill, and it's easier to access. It can be used for people in like rural areas that don't have access to healthcare. Like you can do like a blood test. It's just like all you need is a blood test to do this. There's no fasting. It's just a simple blood test, and it is accurate. The chairman in the beginning of the conference call, he mentioned that that everybody asked the question like where's the revenue if it works really good, like where's the revenue? And he said it's just a long process with these types of epigenetic tests. He said he referred back to this Cologuard, which is a way to detect colorectal cancer. That company was bought by Abbott Labs just last year, and they launched in 2014. So he's just saying that it takes time. It takes a lot of time to get these to market, and even after commercialization, to get some value from them, it just takes time. It's like a process. I see the stock as a pretty high risk, high reward. Maybe they run out of cash, who knows? But I definitely see value. I do see some value in their test. Obviously, I think there's a good likelihood that possibly an acquirer looks at the company. I never really think it's a great idea to buy a company just on the prospects of them getting bought out. I see it as a good possibility that they do get acquired by a larger company. And I did some analysis on that, what could happen in that scenario in my original article. I do have some shares of this company. I have a small amount of shares. It's just another one of those deep values that I think is good. I like in my diversified basket of deep values. I've never talked to the company. I never communicated with them. I just found the company in a stock screen for stocks with a good balance sheet, a lot of cash, and it's less than their net cash is what when I originally found it. It was selling for less than their net cash. I think the IP is worth more than that. That their test the AI platform is proprietary, and I do really think there's a decent chance they get acquired, or they just unlock that value through sales. Maybe they just really do take off on the sales growth. We'll see. But that's the one thing that's lacking. That's the risk here is the risk has been there hasn't been much sales growth, and they really need to get some sales going. That's a big risk, but I like the industry and the thematic. The epigenetic thematic with AI is going to be bigger and bigger. I mean, AI with anything is big right now. My cousin, one of my relatives, he's building an AI co-pilot for auto mechanics. He's building his own company, and it's an AI co-pilot for auto mechanics because they use software that's really outdated, and this allows them to like speed up their workflows, save a ton of money, and just be more efficient. And AI is going to do that in every industry, and you're going to see more and more of that come out. Like every industry is going to be using AI more.